Hey guys, I'm Mel and today I'm going to do another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Ginger Reads Laney and is currently being hosted by Sam from Thoughts and Tomes, and I'm going to leave all the links in the description if you want to do these videos as well. So basically I had to do today's topic because it's something that I've never done before, and that is so weird because I talk about LGBT plus books all the time and I recommend them. Surprisingly, I've never done a video about my favorite LGBT plus books. Number 5 is of course Juliet Takes a Breath by Gaby Rivera. I have to say this is one of my favorite books of all time just because of how much I relate to Juliet and her journey. This is about Juliet, who is a Latina and is also a lesbian, and she decides to come out to her Puerto Rican family, but the next day she travels to Portland to meet her favorite feminist author. So she basically goes in this journey of self-discovery, of meeting a lot of people that are going to open her mind and that are going to challenge a lot of her internalized thoughts, and she's going to have to unlearn so many things, but at the same time she's going to get all this new information and meet all these new people, and basically they are going to put words to the thoughts that she had for the longest time. If you're going in that journey of trying to learn things about minorities, either if they are sexual minorities or racial minorities or whatever you're learning, you're going to take something out of this book, and how important it is to keep an open mind but at the same time stay close to your principles and the things that you know are good for you, and not because just this big feminist icon says something that is the absolute truth. Number 4 is another book that I talk about all the time, and that is When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a magical realism book about Miel and Sam. Miel, who can grow roses from her wrist and who is found one day in this water tank by Sam, and since that day they are best friends. So basically they are two people that are unique in their own way, that are different from the rest of the town, not only because they are weird and they have a weird history, but also because they are two people of color in this very white town. Miel is Latina and Sam is Pakistani, and Sam is also trans, but he's going through a lot of things figuring out and accepting his identity. What I love about this book is how respectful the characters are with each other and how respectful Anna Marie McLemore was with her characters, how she wrote them and their situation so gorgeously, but also with so much respect and also with so much self-consciousness. You know, you can feel that she wanted the best for these characters and she wanted them to have a happy ending. She wanted to respect the words that her characters demanded and wanted to respect their bodies and their sexuality and their identity in such a unique way that I haven't seen done, especially with authors that are not writing own voices, and you can feel that Anna Marie McLemore is writing a story that is very close to her heart. Number 3 is The Fifth Season by M.K. Jemisin. I wouldn't say that this is an LGBT plus book specifically, but it's a book that has a lot of LGBT plus representation that is done with so much positivity. It is a very queer positive series so far, and M.K. Jemisin has this thing where she gives her characters so much agency that you can feel them making their own decisions about everything that's happening to them, but also about themselves and what they want for them. This book is a post-apocalyptic book that is kind of dystopian, very high fantasy. So basically I adore this book because of the adventure and how important the characters feel, but at the same time I think it's so sex positive and so queer positive, like I said, that you can't help but love it. Number 2 is a series of books that I read this year, and that is the Gibbs Like series by Rose Christom. And this is about the son of a Native American man and a white woman, and when his mother dies and his father goes missing, he has to go and live with his grandmother in this reservation, where he meets so many people, but he also meets this boy and he starts falling in love with him. It turns out that this boy is the son of the man that killed his mother. So it's this very complex relationship, but that also feels so natural and simple, and everything in this book is so beautifully described that you can't help but just accepting everything that happens in this book. You can just feel the love that the characters have with each other and with this reservation and with the people in that reservation. These boys have so many different perspectives and points of views. Like Sky is super hands-on about everything. He sees something that is wrong and he immediately goes and fixes it. And Rafael is super different because he seems more intense, but at the same time he's much more reserved, and their relationship is one of my favorite relationships of all time. And the number 1 that I'm going to talk about today is Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. It's about this girl who is in musical theater and her voice is too low for musical theater, so she decides to sneak up in this a cappella group that is all male, but she decides to dress herself as a man to be part of this a cappella group, and it's so beautiful and funny, but at the same time it's so insightful. Like, this main character is so self-conscious, like she knows what she's doing and she thinks a lot about what she's doing, and she thinks a lot about the consequences of her actions. Also, she's bisexual, and there is a really amazing exploration there of her bisexuality because she's only just discovering and experimenting, I believe, with her sexuality. Like, she doesn't really understand it, but she knows what she likes, and it's full of diverse characters. She's also from Asian descent, and there are so many diverse characters in this book. Love characters with passion for art and for music and for a group of people, and I don't know, I just adore that book, and I think it hasn't come out yet. I think it comes out in May. So yeah, those are my 5 favorite LGBT+ books. Hope you like this. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!